The Cdfg program directory is unlike any other college directory of its time in that it provides information on as many as 7,120 colleges, universities, community colleges, and trade schools throughout the United States. The primary purpose is to give information on higher education institutions that allow students to select schools that give students the best opportunity to graduate college student loan debt free. In 2017, the United States Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that, among other things, created the Opportunity Zones. The first Opportunity Zones were designated in April 2018. Not all Opportunity Zones are in the low-income communities. Here is how the Opportunity Zones can cause college students realizing the benefits from the College Debt-Free Graduation Program and the Overcoming American Ethnic and Racial Implicit Biases Program to graduate from college student loan debt-free, as part of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 passed by Congress in 2017. The Opportunity Zone legislation creates compelling tax incentives to invest in designated low-income areas of the country to create real estate development and job growth. The driving forces behind the Opportunity Zone legislation were an unlikely group of philanthropists consisting of Sean Parker of Napster and Facebook fame, and former junk bond king Michael Milken, along with a bipartisan group in Congress led by South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. Under the legislation, the U.S. Treasury Department has designated roughly 9,000 opportunity zones across the country. The areas designated must have a poverty rate of no less than 20% in a census tract, a median income less than 80% of the surrounding area with median family income 37% below the state median and unemployment 1.6 times higher than the national average. Each state got to select up to 25% of eligible census tracts as designated opportunity zones located on the tax advantages of investing in opportunity zones are significant. An investor who has capital gains from the sale of an existing investment has the opportunity to defer and eliminate a portion or those gains by reinvesting those gains through qualified opportunity zone funds into both real estate and non-real estate investments located in opportunity zones. If an investor leaves their capital gain in the opportunity zone investment for at least 5 years, only 90% of the original gain is taxed as a capital gain, and if the gain is invested for 7 years, only 85% of the original gain is taxed. But the most significant tax break is the opportunity that comes if the investor holds the investment for 10 years or more. After 10 years, new capital gains that accumulate from the original investment are forgiven so long as the investment is liquidated within 30 years. To take advantage of these tax breaks, an investor must make an election to invest their realized short or long-term capital gains into an opportunity zone or qualified opportunity zone fund within 180 days of realizing the capital gain they wish to defer. An opportunity zone fund must meet a number of requirements established by the IRS, one of which is holding 90% of its assets in opportunity zone real estate businesses. Any opportunity zone real estate assets must be purchased by the end of 2019, and substantial improvements made to those properties within 30 months of acquisition. Many believe that this opportunity zone legislation will revolutionize investing in lower-income areas by offering one of the greatest tax breaks in American history. It's estimated that up to $1 trillion of capital could flow into these zones nationwide over investors who understand this new opportunity zone legislation and how to put it to use could not only see very favorable capital gains tax treatment, but also see strong investment gains from investing in these promising emerging markets. Thus, our creation of the Cdfg directory. The following is an explanation of the directory's record layout. Columns A, B, and C contain the school name and the city and state where the school is located. Column D depicts whether the school is an historically black college or university. Columns E through I contain the following respectively: tuition costs, room and board costs, books and fees, in-state costs and out-of-state costs. Columns J through Q contain the following information respectively: religious affiliation, school in Cdfg program, school in ASTAC program, number of students in Cdfg program, percent of students in Cdfg program, number of student in ASTAC program, percent of students in ASTAC program, maximum amount obtainable in the Cdfg program, maximum amount obtainable in the ASTAC program. The next few columns are very important relative to the college debt-free graduation program because they let the students know how much the balance of college cost will be after graduating college and completing these very easy programs. If the balance is negative or red, that means that the projection is if you complete the programs you will graduate college without a student's loan balance. Columns X through A are locations to obtain various services, for example admission applications, financial aid, etc. Columns AG through AJ depict the percentage of students representing the four races: African American, Hispanic, Asian, and Caucasian. Students and other family members will find this directory to be quite useful in deciding which colleges to apply to based on the criteria of affordability and reaping the benefits of the college debt-free graduation program. Within Shades Connective Interactive is the nationwide broadcast of a series of human relations of plays called Overcoming American Ethnic and Racial Implicit Biases. Student may realize up to $76,000 in credits, which convert into funds, to pay off their student loan after graduation. Those schools highlighted in green are located in an opportunity zone and therefore qualify for the Cdfg program and the ASTAC program. Those schools highlighted in blue are close enough to an opportunity zone to qualify for both the Cdfg program and the ASTAC program. Schools highlighted in orange are not in an opportunity zone and only qualify for the Cdfg program. Students and their friends and family members realize credits by viewing the broadcast episodes to their cell phones or computers and submitting brief surveys on the content of the episodes. All credits and funds, provided by our multi-billion-dollar corporate America sponsors, are to be held in trust by an independent trust company bank. Students may apply for acceptance into the program by completing and submitting a statement of interest, aka the SOI, by the deadline date. It is our opinion that this is the smartest and best way to graduate college students loan debt-free while stemming the impact of ethnic and racial implicit biases against people of color and other minority groups. I'm Larry Jackson, the program producer of Overcoming American Ethnic and Racial Implicit Biases, the first body of work implemented to quell the impact of ethnic and racial biases against people of color and other minority groups.